Me personally, I've been on the other side of it. I've been addicted to substances, and I've lived a life of where, at the time, that's all I knew. Because I lived it, that's why I believe very strongly that ShareHouse needs to be here, needs to be a presence, and needs to show up and be a part of the community.
So what inspired me to join ShareHouse? It was my first job out of grad school, so needed a job, and I had done part of my training at ShareHouse. So I was familiar with the staff, familiar with the agency, and I thought it would be a great place to start my career. What's kept me at ShareHouse are my coworkers and the clients that I work with.
I really didn't understand what ShareHouse was the first day that I went to apply for the job and had my interview. The longer I've been there, the more I realize how much we really do help people in our community, and I really am proud of just being there and helping these people, making the facilities better for them so they can be comfortable and have the best results possible for their treatment.
Well, it sounds cliche, but the truth is I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. I had no hope in my life. I didn't know where I was going. I really felt like I painted myself into a corner and I needed help, and I didn't think I could do it on my own. As I was working with a peer support within the community, and she suggested ShareHouse because they had dual treatment for mental health and substance abuse.
The approach to substance use disorder over the years has changed extremely. Back in the day, I recall a time of when there was something called the hot seat. There was a circle of clients around one client, and they kind of fired away at that person, and it was very shaming and intimidating and kind of scary, right? Versus today, we try to meet the client where they're at as much as possible, and we build up an individualized treatment plan for them to go off of, and it's based on what that client knows about themselves as far as what's going to best help them.
Addiction touches everyone. There's nobody whose life really hasn't been affected by addiction if you think about it. And what ShareHouse does, what we do every day, is try to, change that impact so that recovery can become a strength in our community, that we can reduce that stigma associated with addiction and mental health.
The success that they've had, and it's really something to be proud of, and hopefully we have another 50 years.
How's my life changed since entering ShareHouse? Everything's changed. There's nothing that's the same now that it was before. I feel like a different person. I feel like I have hope, I have joy, I have happiness, I'm part of something. I now am part of the recovery community, where before I felt like I was all by myself. I was stuck and alone.
The founders of ShareHouse, I believe, if they saw ShareHouse today as it is, I think it would be unrecognizable to them. I know it would be. They started with a halfway house with a few beds, and that's it. There was no actual therapy or treatment happening, and we've evolved so much beyond the halfway house that we originated as. Their hopes and dreams to serve the community, I think, were fulfilled. We're in several different communities. We impact the region at large, from all of our referral partners coming to us and receiving the help that we have to offer. The founders didn't have a clue where this could go, and it's been wonderful and an honor to be a part of the whole process and journey that ShareHouse has been on.
I guess some words of wisdom I would have for anyone struggling right now is that there's hope. There's always hope.
Any advice I could give to anyone who's going through addiction or the struggle of addiction, I would tell them that they don't have to feel ashamed, that they can let go of the past, they don't have to worry about the future, that the truth of the matter is recovery is all about today, the choices you make today, and that's all you have to do is get through 1 minute, 1 moment, 1 hour, and let the rest handle itself.